So 2020 has been a very strange year. It's been a pretty bad one too, honestly. I don't know if I'm ever going to have a year as bad as 2020, and that's for quite obvious reasons. 2020 is now gone, at least at the time you're watching this, because this is the first video on Light in 2021, and can this please not do that? Thank you. And that sounds really weird to say. 2020 has felt like it's gone by quickly, but at the same time really slow. I don't know, it's quite a weird feeling, but I don't know. The year is now 2021, as you can see in my background. I'm recording this on December 29th, 2020 actually, so for me, it is still 2020. And then I got a question. Why do I pre-record my videos and then post them later on anyway? And the answer to that is basically because I want to be consistent with my uploading schedule. I never know when I'm going to have the motivation to make a video or when I'm going to be busy. So I like to give myself at least, 4 or 5 days to record a video whenever I feel like I can. And I like to post my videos on a set time so people know to expect a video on that date. So they don't need to rely on like notifications and stuff. Like they can just basically know that there is going to be a video at that time. Hopefully I'm not over-explaining, but anyway, for the New Year special, we are back in Toy Story. So of course we will be continuing the Toy Box. Now I recorded one Toy Box episode a while ago. So, if you don't really remember the Toy Box is essentially a game mode. It's basically a place where you can just roam around, do missions, unlock characters, unlock items, unlock everything. It's a lot more of a relaxed mode compared to the story, and I think the Toy Box actually makes up a majority of the game, because you're going to spend a majority of the game playing the Toy Box. So essentially, last Toy Box episode, we weren't really productive. We didn't really do many missions. I kind of introduced it. I really tried to make sure that you guys understood the concept of the Toy Box and understood the basics of the Toy Box. So if you don't understand some of the basics of the Toy Box, I highly recommend you look at, honestly, any Toy Box video on YouTube. Or you can look at my last video, of course, as well, because I think I explain my last Toy Box video, because I think I actually explain it pretty decently. The video is like 20 minutes, but it consists mainly of me explaining things. And would you look at that, we're back in our beloved town of Woody's Roundup, because I think that's literally the name of the town. I don't know. They never give you an actual name of the town. So, actually, we gotta think of a name of the town. Guys, comment below what you think the name of the town should be, please. So this episode, we're gonna be focusing mainly on missions, because now that we kind of know what we're doing here, I want to start doing some more missions to progress through the game, because I don't think I'm going to beat the Toy Box completely, but I at least want to get done a lot of the more interesting stuff. Like the Pictomatic, which we don't have yet. I think this guy might actually introduce it to us. Yeah, good timing. So, a shipment of new futuristic viewing devices called Pictomatics fell off the stagecoach and got lost. We needed to go find one. So the Pictomatic missions are probably, honestly, my least favorite part about this game, because I think a lot of the missions are kind of boring, honestly, compared to the other missions. So I highly doubt we're actually going to get through the Pictomatic missions. And you can see this is a capsule over here, spiky hair, and pirate outfit. Now, of course, we can actually dress our townspeople with those outfits with the barbershop. There is the Pictomatic. So essentially, you need to recreate scenes like this with your townspeople. Like you can see Pirate's Treasure over here. We need to actually take 3 people, dress them up like that, and then that's going to complete that Pictomatic mission. Now for this one, Cactus Field Goal, we can literally just take anyone, we can take any townsperson and literally kick them over a cactus, and then that completes Cactus Field Goal. So the Pictomatic missions vary a lot. I think in total there are about 40 Pictomatic missions, but since they fell off the stagecoach, we're gonna have to go and like individually search for not all 40, because I think they come in batches of like 10, so I think we're eventually actually going to need to find 10 sets of Pictomatic missions. But once we have all of them, we're free to do any of them, basically. And honestly, it's kind of weird seeing the Toy Box this empty, because I'm so used to it being completely filled. This is the emptiest it's ever gonna look. Actually, the Toy Box last episode is the emptiest you would see it. Well, I didn't really add any new buildings, except for the, did I not add the tailor shop? Apparently I didn't add the tailor shop. I thought I built the tailor shop, but apparently I didn't. Maybe I did, and the game was being weird, because that always happens a lot. So you can see in our mission list, there are currently no missions available, and you can also see your completed missions, which, honestly, it's not very useful, but it works. Okay, so we're gonna talk to this guy. I think this guy is gonna ask me about, like, the tailor shop or something like that. Alright, this town needs more color. The general store, saloon, and town hall could use a fresh coat of paint. Yeah, if you remember last episode, I was saying, okay, we're gonna have to paint 3 buildings now, and we didn't, and I was saying that's gonna be in a new mission. That's this mission. So this is the general store, and this is the town hall. So essentially, we just need to customize it. So the game is basically trying to get us accustomed to customizing the buildings and stuff, which I think is really nice. And of course, we have these ridiculous, like, goo walls. I think that dark color looks pretty nice. Actually, I'm not sure. That might be the same trim we used on the saloon. I kind of want to have my buildings, like, vary in design, but I kind of want my buildings to look normal. Like, I don't really want to have goo walls and all that random stuff. I kind of want to make this look as normal, but eventually in later missions, we are gonna have to start getting ridiculous with the customization. There is the town hall customized, and honestly, I think I might even customize just everything this episode, because why not? And let's try the general store now. I think those red shingles look pretty good, actually. And I think that looks pretty good. So now, mission completed. And I don't know why, but when I play this game, I feel like really nostalgic, because this is essentially my childhood game right here. A lot of people's childhood game is like Minecraft. Yeah, my childhood game is this, Toy Story. Because I didn't even play Minecraft when I was little. Yeah, I play Minecraft now, but I only recently started playing it, like only about a year ago. Maybe we'll customize the hat shop as well, because that's the only building we did not customize yet. Oops, sorry, Ham. Sorry, door. I mean, I don't think the door has feelings, but I think that red looks pretty good. You can see it's kind of like the inverse of the general store, which I kind of like, especially because they're right next to each other here. And that is a nicely customized town, as you can see here. A nice custom array of buildings. So let's see what this guy wants. Probably Pictomatic missions. So now that you've discovered the Pictomatic, you should try it. So we are going to try the Pictomatic, and you can see you can access your inventory by using the D-pad, basically. And then here is our Pictomatic, and you can see Cactus Field Goal, Twins, like these are all... I've done all of these Pictomatic missions like several times before. Some of these we actually can't even do yet because we need to find the capsules. Like, let's see, for the scruffy lady, like the haircut, we probably don't have that yet. So we probably need to go looking around for the capsule in order to get that. And the dress, we also probably don't have the dress. So a lot of these Pictomatic missions we're not going to be able to do, but we will be able to do them over time. So I think a pretty simple one is the Cactus Field Goal. Because you don't need anyone in particular, you don't need Buzz. I mean, I know Buzz is doing it in the picture there, but you don't need Buzz. Now, there are actually a couple of these field goals. Like, this is the field goal in this part of the map. I think in Slinky's place, which we haven't even gone to yet, which we will go to, I think there's a field goal there as well. And in the suburbs, which we also don't have unlocked yet, there is another field goal. So for now, we can literally just kick them right over the field goal. We miss, of course we miss. Why wouldn't we miss? Here's the field goal. Let's kick them through it. There we go. 5.59 meters. And then they celebrate that, and that is a Pictomatic mission complete. And there are going to be about 40 of those Pictomatic missions in total. Ooh, he wants us to complete 3 Pictomatic missions. So, of course, in your mission list, right, when you're in your mission list, you can actually, like, select the mission, and it gives you more details. So now you see he wants us to complete 3. I thought that he wanted us to complete 1 initially, but we need to complete 3. So I'm probably, again, not going to do every Pictomatic mission, because I think the Pictomatic is probably one of the most boring parts of the game. I don't know why, but yet I'm doing it now because it's the beginning of the game and we don't have that many missions. I think we can do Petting Zoo. Maybe, I don't think we have that cowboy yet. I think we might need to unlock him, so I'm not sure if we can even do Petting Zoo. But actually, I think I should introduce you guys to Slinky's Place, because we didn't go there last time, and Slinky's Place is honestly quite a fundamental of the game. So this is Slinky's Place right here. It's basically just a ranch. It looks pretty empty right now, but we are actually going to put a garden and a barn over here. And yeah, this is literally a ranch, and by Petting Zoo, they basically meant to throw, like, the cow and a couple of other animals into the corral over here. This is what they call this. They call this is the lower corral, and up there is the upper corral. So we need to put a chicken, a pig, a cow, and I don't know if we even need the cowboy in there, but we'll try the chicken, the pig, and the cow. You might remember the cow from the first episode. Are you in there? In the train rescue, because in the train rescue, we need to... Get in there. Now, actually, the first mission Slinky is going to give us is to bring his cows into the corral, from what I remember. So you can see that cow over there technically got lost, So we need to bring it back into the corral. We're gonna focus on this Pictomatic mission for a second. So we need the chicken in there, and we need the pig in there. Yeah, I think we do need the cowboy, which we don't have. Honestly, I think I'll save that Pictomatic mission, or the mission telling us to do Pictomatic missions. I think I'll save that for later, because honestly, we have very limited resources right now. So we're gonna talk to Slinky, and he's going to tell us to bring the cows back into his corral.
Howdy, Sheriff. You mind bringing my cows back into the corral? They think it's funny wandering off and getting all lost.
Yep, and I already got one of them in because of the mission that we can't even complete. You can see the other one's in there. And we'll push that guy in there. Yeah, that's very, not brutal. Just got a YouTube notification. Ryan has a premiere going on right now.
This is me playing for real. Not a fake, alright?
Yeah, Ryan just got a new mouse. So this is Premiereception. This video is going to be premiered, but I have Ryan's premiere premiering right now in the premiere. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, I'll just watch that later. I'm sorry I can't watch that right now because I'm recording, obviously. So we'll also try to collect as many capsules as we can, of course. So whenever I see capsule, I'll try to collect it. Like there's another what is a capsule over there. And of course we could just throw the cow off here, because that's fine. We can throw this guy off there, because that's also fine. And that is all with the cow mission, as you can see over here. And you see, Barn is now available in the toy store. As I said in my last video, if you remember, Bullseye actually had his own commercial. But sometimes they'll just give you a little notification on the bottom when something is available in the toy store, as they just did right there with the Barn. And honestly, we are definitely going to purchase the Barn, because with the Barn, we are going to get the cowboy, and we can do that Pictomatic mission. So we're going to go ahead and purchase the Barn, and I honestly think the beginning episodes of Toy Story are like the most entertaining or like the most fun, because it's when you're really starting to start to develop your town. So we are going to purchase the Barn. As you can see, you can only put the Barn in one spot. You can't move it. There are a couple of properties where you can only put them specifically in one spot, and there are also other properties where you can choose between a couple of different spots. So of course we are going to place the building, and they are going to start working on the barn. And you cannot have multiple buildings building at once. Like the construction department of insert town name here, leave a comment what you want the town to be called, can only build one building at a time. And you can see they are currently building the farm. So when the farm is finished building, we're going to get the cowboy and a bunch of different characters that are kind of just going to hang out around Slinky's Ranch. Also, once you come to the toy store, as you can see, this is another toy store. This is not the same toy store that we were at, like in the main part of the map. This is a completely different toy store. But, I mean, it's the same thing. It'll bring up the same menu and your progress will save, but it's just a different place to access the toy store. I didn't get the TNT check? Maybe I forgot to save, I'm not sure. Okay, so we can also summon Bullseye. So there are some characters such as Bullseye, the dragon, which we'll get to, the sports car, all of that, where you can actually summon them. So you don't need to keep track of where they are at all times. Ooh, another Pictomatic, you see? This is another part of the town as well. I kind of like to think of this place as like a little mining area. This is not really an important part of the game, but I think this is just an area where you can go mining. Like you can see there's some mine shafts in there. We got a gold star. If I didn't explain gold stars before, gold stars are basically like a mini achievement system in the game. So you can access your gold star list in the pause menu, and they give you like instructions of how you get it, like Big Spender. This one is going to take a lot of gold. Okay, they might not be the most detailed instructions, but you basically get extra gold for completing the gold stars. And in the game, there used to be a glitch where if you collect too many gold stars, your progress on the entire game just resets. And that was like a pretty big glitch, and that happened to me. And I was pretty disappointed when that happened, because at the time I worked really hard on my toy box. I'm not sure if they fixed that, because I don't even know if they can update games like this. I don't know if they can actually update games that come on discs, because I have this game on a physical disc. Oh, there's our barn completed, and there's the cowboy that we want for the Pictomatic, so we're actually going to go back and try to complete the Pictomatic. Okay, here's the cowboy. Except I don't think the chicken and the pig... Oh, they still are. So let's see, is this going to complete? No, because you're not going to go inside. There you go. So sometimes you get these nice little random cutscenes as well during the Pictomatic missions. Actually, I think after every Pictomatic mission, you're going to get a cutscene like that, which I think is pretty cool. So anyway, we're probably just going to do some more missions right now. So this tunnel basically just takes us to the same place as the other one does. So once we go in here, it is going to give us a little view of the river, which is pretty nice. As you can see over here, we got a little observation platform of the river, which is pretty cool. And if you come in here, this is just going to take you back to that mining place. Yeah, see, this just takes you right back to the mining place, and this will actually also give us access to the main area, or the main city, which we still don't have a name for. Please leave a comment. How do you like the Pictomatic? I actually don't prefer it, but it works. Sorry, I'm just going to kick you off, because who cares? Oh, so Ham has a new mission, and the Prospector has a new mission. So let's talk to Mayor Ham.
You know what the difference is between this town and a ghost town? Neither do I. We need some townsfolk.
And now we got notifications that more people are available in the toy store. So I think Ham honestly only wants us to buy the Pioneer, and that's it. Just buy a townsperson to increase the population of the town. Once the town grows, the town is going to be like packed. There are going to be a ton of people in the town. And that'll happen pretty soon probably. So let's take the Pioneer and purchase the Pioneer. And populate the town is done. And now we have the piano player.
Well, there's a whole new set of games waiting for you when you buy the Green Army Men. Do you have what it takes to take the prize? Buy them and see.
You'll find new colors of paint, clothes, and hats in prize capsules hidden all over the place.
Yeah, I think we realized that, Ham. And anyway, you just saw that ad. That was an ad for the Paratroopers. The Paratroopers are actually going to be a pretty big part of the game as well. The Paratroopers are going to be a pretty big part of the game as well. They're kind of like mini-games. If you remember... Oh, there's Stagecoach as well. And if you remember, in the second episode of Toy Story Ever in Andy's house, we threw the Paratroopers to get the phone. In the toy box, it's the same concept, but we're gonna throw the Paratroopers to different targets scattered around the map. And you see, even the new townspeople that we buy are gonna offer us missions. Like the Pioneer that we just bought over here is gonna give us a new mission. As you can see, the Pioneer is interested in a new hairdo that makes his hips look less square. So I think for that, we are going to need our barbershop, which we don't have yet. I swear, I remember buying the barbershop last episode, and I think I remember buying the TNT Shack too, but maybe it just didn't save, because this game is old. This game is literally over 10 years old. At the time you're watching this game is probably going to be like 11 years old. I mean, I don't think it was released January 1st, but still. So we're going to purchase our barbershop for a second time. And you can choose if you want it here or here. I forgot where I put it last time, but let's put it over here. I usually just put it in a random spot. But you can see the tailor shop and the barber shop can only be placed within those two specific locations. You can't put it anywhere else. So once we get the tailor shop, we can only put it here. If we were to buy the tailor shop first, we could choose to put it here or here. And actually, I kind of want to customize the barn. Oh, and I'm not even sure if I told you guys about the well system.
The wells in these parts are interconnected, forming an underground network.
Okay, so essentially the wells, if I didn't explain this before, the wells are kind of like a shortcut system. There are multiple wells scattered around the map, and the wells are just a quick way to get around places. So you can see this is the Town Hall well, over here is the Stagecoach well, but in order to unlock the well, we need to unlock it from the surface first. So actually, I'll show you that. We're gonna go out here, and there's our barbershop. We'll customize that in a second. Oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Get on over here!
This is the Stagecoach well, and you can see if we go inside, we immediately unlock it. We can easily access the Town Hall well. So if we just go in here, it's just a quick way of getting around the map if you need to go to farther locations, and you can just go to another part of the map through the well. What is the Stagecoach even delivering? I don't even remember what I bought. You could also just like hop on top of the Stagecoach for no reason too sometimes. Come on. Yeah, we're riding the Stagecoach. Ooh, the barber, because we got the barber shop. Sometimes the Stagecoach comes around like without you actually buying anything, and they can sometimes drop off citizens and stuff without even telling you. They just kind of bring you citizens, which I think is pretty nice. So we'll customize our tailor shop, or barber shop actually, for the new arrival of our barber. We gotta give some nice windows in here, so I'm pretty sure if you're gonna be inside cutting hair all day, you might want to get a good view out the window. And for the doors, we'll use this door. I think that looks pretty good. So that is our customized barber shop. I think I might make the tailor shop look like this, or maybe an inverted version of this, like I did with the general store and hat shop. And I wanted to customize the barn as well, so we're actually going to go and customize the barn too. Oops. Honestly, we'll make the barn like how a normal barn would look like. Like, you know, the stereotypical look of a barn, I think you know what I mean. Like this. Don't barns stereotypically look like that? They have those red shingles. Honestly, I think we can leave trim the same. And I don't really think we need to customize anything else. There are no windows or anything. And basically, that is our barn. And you can see the town is actually already getting more populated. So that's going to be the end of this Toy Box episode, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I think from now on I'm actually going to be focusing more on playing it rather than explaining. I know I explained a lot last time, and I think I also explained quite a bit this time. But from now on, I'm probably just going to focus on doing missions. So, thank you guys for watching. Happy 2021. Hopefully this year is going to be a lot better. I hope it's going to be a lot better. I hope we're going to be back to normal soon. The vaccine is already out. I didn't take it. They're releasing the vaccine for, like, separate groups. So first, I think, is everyone over 75, something like that. And it's going to be essential workers. Then it's going to be everyone over 16. And then it's going to be everyone below 16. I'm 15, so I'm going to get the vaccine last. But that's okay. I don't really care. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great year. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.